Morning folks, Luke Simons with you. Back to the Basics 101. Today we are heading out to the Badlands, and a good friend and mentor and my children's adopted grandfather, if we love you enough, we just adopt you right into our family. That's how that works. We are helping him with his calves today. We are going to go to the corrals. He's got them all round up, and I'm going to haul them to the scale barn. Some people sell them at the sale market, at the sale barn, and then some ranchers have just put together a bunch of corrals with a scale in it, and then they'll sell their calves directly to the buyer, and then you don't have the expense of the sale barn. But to run a weight barn, you need hands. You need hands to separate steers from heifers. You need hands to haul those cattle unless you hire it done. And today I'm doing both for free because this is my adopted grandfather. I love him dearly, and he's been so good to me and my family that I cannot even begin to tell you how good he is.
What we're simply doing is separating the heifers from the steers. Now, steers are castrated bull calves, and the heifers are just young female cattle. We're going to fill my trailer up. We're going to put 16 head of steers on my trailer. And with all the trailers combined, we should be able to get it in one load. And then with a couple of the lighter calves, we're going to keep them and take them back to the ranch. Off to the sale barn, or actually scale. And from there, we will load these up on pot loads.
Okay, let's get out, check tires. Buddy of mine just bought a brand spanking new pickup. Make sure everything's secure. Got the light on. We're good to go. I'm gonna keep it in 4 high. Go ahead, Pat. I'm gonna keep her in, like I said, 4 high because she is a little slippery. The old muck boots are slippery. Brother's unloading. Starting to warm up, actually. That's nice. What's that? Huh? All steers. All steers. Come on, boys. Taylors. So from here, they go to the scale, which is pretty slick way of doing it.
Now, we are putting 11 head on the scale at a time. So this is taking a little bit of time here, and I'm taking some time to
11
record
at a
it,
time?
but I have been working, guarantee you. And from there, the cattle buyer is inside, and he is just simply weighing each load on the scale. Now, the ladies make the best caramel rolls that you could ever think of, sausage, etc., which we'll eat here in a little bit. And this is how we do this. We sell cattle by the
It's just a floating scale there. Pot load's already ready to roll.
So we got the brand inspector and then the cattle buyer. Cattle buyer's back in there. Well, we're getting to the part where we're done. Cattle are all weighed, all the calves are weighed, and we're just mixing them for the semis now. We have them all separated out for the buyer so he knows what he's got, and the operator knows what he's got for sale, and then he'll cut a check, and these animals are going to the feedlot. Got 2 pot load trailers. Semi-trailer for cattle is called a pot load, and we'll have 2 pot loads ready to roll here. Now the white ones are Charolais Cross Black Angus, and look how white they are. Now you got a couple Chars there with the white head right there. That's called a Baldy. That came out of a Hereford cow. Here's another one that come out of a Hereford cow on Charolais. With Charolais, you get a kind of a one-time cross, you might say, and you wouldn't want to use them for replacements. At least I wouldn't. They just are too big. But you get that hybrid vigor and a big calf. But they definitely are Chars. They're not Charolais, they're half Charolais and half Angus. And of course the black ones are Angus, and then the Baldies there are Hereford Cross Angus, F1s. Now that the cattle are weighed and all separated, we are loading them on the trailer. Now a trailer that's specifically designed for hauling cattle is called a pot load trailer. These are 2 pot loads that we are filling up. And this is the end of the calves here as we load them up. It is very important to mention that these cattle are not being hit. They're more so being coaxed and directed. Believe me, I am not a fan of people hitting livestock or any animal for that matter. These animals are just more so being tapped. Believe me when I say this, they are not being hit. When they kick each other, that is hurtful. What we're doing here is just gently tapping them and coaxing them to go the direction we want them to go. They will be eating well tonight.
The last of them, right here.
Yeah, 1,600 each total. 600. Did anything get killed? Anything get killed?
This is the last of them right here, folks. Two more pot loads just showed up. Another rancher from Wofford City is coming in to work some cattle. Nice and gentle.
Now back to Jim's ranch, J Lazy J, and we are going to load up some calves that didn't make the cut, and he's going to put them in his feedlot, and he'll run them for yearlings and some of his replacements.
Well, we got 3 trailer loads of calves here. Some that lighter calves that he'll keep for yearlings, and then some replacement heifers as well. I've just got horses on my trailer right now, and yeah, we'll back these up and I'll show you his operation. Pretty cool, actually. I like it. Nothing fancy, but it works.
This is where 2 brothers, did I tell you?
Yeah, go ahead and say it again.
2 brothers and a sister, none of them ever got married, but they just lived in here for a lot of years. And then when one of them died, then the others moved to a restaurant or something, and they sold the place and all the buildings.
2 bachelors.
I made a grainer out of it for oat grain.
2 bachelors and their sister lived in that little shed for umpteen years. And you bought that at an auction sale, right? You bought that at a sale?
Yeah, it was right, do you know where Kevin Kirsch lives? Kenny Obergiewicz.
Sure.
That's on that road. Tim O'Brien lives here now.
Okay, sure. And you just moved it in.
Yep. Moved it in on the old black bin.
These are just small bales that they feed right here. Boy, isn't that interesting? That's where
Those two bachelors and their sister lived in there for umpteen years till they went to the nursing home. Jim just purchased it at an auction and made a granary out of it. Now these calves that are already weaned, we're going to take them out of these corrals, the wean corrals, and those are going to go out and they will be fed outside, and then the new calves coming in will be weaned in these corrals so that they stay put and learn where home is. Eventually those two pens will be mixed. This is their water source, just a spring here. Kicked all the calves out that are used to getting grain out, and all the new calves will come in here till they get weaned, and then they'll all be together.
Hey, I got the same latch on my horse trailer. Huh? I got the same latch on my horse trailer. Good idea to have safety out there like that.
These calves will all get weaned in here. And this will be home for a while for all these fellas. Like I said, replacement heifers are in here and light calves, and he'll just run those light calves as yearlings, and they'll be really nice yearlings for him. $14, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, $20, $21. So this is my buddy's handiwork. He is very single. That's him.
Just used
Metal frame.
quarter pipe and welded it up.
Yeah.
As long as you ain't 7 foot tall, you get in there pretty good.
Right?
And then the most important feature on this,
Oh, the spring load?
dogs can come underneath it.
Yeah. Sure enough.
Got to have something to hold that down, otherwise they can rub it open.
Yeah. That's slick.
You're gonna have to get some heavier bolts here because
Oh, sure.
one of them broke off there. A little bit of used motor oil and she'll be ready to go.
Good to go. We're in the horse barn now and at the ranch, and those are the steps that them two bachelors and their sister used in that house, and he's still using it. And this, someday I have to do an interview with Jim on this horse barn, because the way he's got this set up is really engineered and designed great. He puts his bales up here, which is on a hill, and you can see all that big footing there, that wall. Hay comes in here, manure right out the front door basically. So everything in this place flows. It just flows up, down, down. It's pretty slick. Well, folks, thanks for coming along. I hope I didn't bore you, but neighbors helping neighbors, that's what we do. It's a big part of ranching. And I'm on gravel. No, I don't have my seatbelt on. Oops. Until next time, this is Luke Simons. May the Lord guide and keep you. Happy trails.